Hello friends, welcome back to my channel where we use science to cut through the fitness myths and help you make informed choices about your health and well-being. A big topic for the postnatal market. Let's talk about your core. If you've had a baby, chances are you may have been told, or you may think, my core is weak, or my pelvic floor isn't firing, or I need to rebuild my core stability before I do anything else. But what if I told you the concept of core stability, at least as it's often sold, doesn't hold up under scientific scrutiny? That's exactly what this paper from 2010. So Lederman reviewed the research on core stability and found that the entire idea that a weak or unstable core causes pain or injury isn't supported by strong evidence. The concept originally came from research in the 1990s showing that people with low back pain had delayed activation of the transverse abdominis. That is one of the deep abdominal muscles. This then led to the idea that retraining these deep muscles could prevent or treat back pain. But, and this is key, later research found that this delay in activation wasn't unique to back pain. It happens with many injuries and pain conditions. It's simply the body's natural response to protect itself, not a sign of permanent dysfunction. In other words, your core isn't broken, it's adapting. So we often talk about the core like it's one muscle group you can isolate, but in reality, it's a system. It involves the abdominals, your back muscles, your diaphragm, your pelvic floor, and even your hips and glutes. These muscles work together to create stability through coordination, not isolation. So that means no single muscle is the hero. You can't just switch on your transverse abdominis and expect your spine to become bulletproof. And you can't turn off your core either. It's always active to some degree, even when you are sitting or breathing. So pregnancy causes completely normal adaptations in the abdominal wall, like the stretching of the linea alba, changes in muscle length, and increased intra-abdominal pressure to accommodate a growing baby. After birth, those tissues gradually remodel and regain tension. This doesn't mean your core is damaged or weak, it means it's healing and adapting. A 2022 review found that diastasis recti, the separation of abdominal muscles, is common and not necessarily linked to pain or dysfunction. What matters more is how you use and load your body during recovery. A 2018 paper showed that gradual return to resistance training is both safe and beneficial postpartum, supporting pelvic floor function and overall strength. So rather than obsessing over fixing your core, it's more useful to think about rebuilding confidence in movement, progressively increasing load, reintroducing strength work, and trusting that your body is resilient. So Lederman also pointed out that so-called core stability exercises don't outperform regular exercise for back pain prevention or recovery. Multiple studies since then, including a 2016 systematic review, have confirmed that general exercise produces similar or better outcomes than targeted core stability programs. That means you don't have to do endless bird dogs or dead bugs to strengthen your core. Lifting weights, carrying your baby, squatting, pushing a pram, these all challenge your core dynamically, and that's actually closer to how your core works in real life. The idea that your core switches off or fails to activate isn't accurate. A 2021 study found that deep core muscles like the transverse abdominis are reflexively active during movement. They don't need to be manually switched on. You can't really control them. The coordination might change after pregnancy, but that's part of recovery and adaptation, not dysfunction. It's a bit like learning a new movement pattern. Your nervous system just needs time and graded exposure to different loads. So your core doesn't need to be repaired, it needs to be retrained. And that doesn't mean endless planks or breathing drills. It means gradual loading through strength training, movement variety, lifting, twisting, walking, breathing, and giving your body time to adapt and rebuild coordination. The best thing you can do for your postnatal core is move. Move in ways that feel good, safe, and progressively more challenging. Because the science shows your body and your core is far more capable than the myths suggest. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this helpful, then please hit like and subscribe for more myth-busting, science-based videos about health, exercise, and pregnancy. Remember, it is your body, your choice. I'm just here to help you make informed ones.